sail along with us as we day hop around the eastern peninsula of Central Sulawesi, fighting currents and adverse winds on our way to the Togean Islands. In this episode, we also go into detail on how we select anchorages in remote areas using satellite imagery, and then do on-site dinghy surveys with a handheld depth gauge. We're an Australian couple, Rob and Karen, who worked out before it was too late that life is for living. So we're off sailing to catch our Dreamtime, exploring as many of Indonesia's 17,000 islands as we can. Next on our list is Sulawesi, the world's 11th largest island, remote and far from the usual sailing routes. Its coastline boasts golden sand beaches and hundreds of offshore islands for us to discover, along with many diverse cultural groups. Come along on our journey as we make the most of every single day in Series 5, Dreamtime Sulawesi. It is a grey, wet old morning today as we leave Luwuk. We're going to sail up, we're only at 4 knots at the moment at about 55 degrees, but we've got an uproll that's moving shortly. Hopefully the wind is supposed to come into about 8 knots. Might get sail today. At worst, the motor sail.
Nice weather. Wear those boots back so that we're not chewing up so much diesel. I can listen to the number of people in this parade. I'm going to shopping.
Once we got a bit away from the shore, the wind did fill in somewhat. It wasn't enough to turn the engine off, but the current and rolling swell were both running with us, so we were able to pull back to low revs and save some fuel as we made our way west towards our halfway mark at the point of Pangkang before turning north along the coast.
So this morning we had 3/4 of a knot with us in currents, and now it looks like we've got a good 1.5 against us as we trip up this east coast. It's a pain, an absolute pain. Our anchorage, it's beautiful and calm here. Look at that, it has been one long day. Got the satellite up here, which is one good thing about coming in later in the afternoon. You don't have the sun filtering down, so you can have the actual tablet up here so that you can see it. And 3/4 weather, absolutely beautiful sand beaches all the way around. It's stunning. Leveling out now. We're at 14 and it's gone very slowly. Yep, that's correct. We're at 10 now, 10 and a half.
Roger that. 10 metres, sounds good. This really looks like the sort of place where we could enjoy staying a day or two, but I'm not sure that our now compressed schedule will allow it, unfortunately. Well, this proved to be a very nice calm anchorage last night. Great night's sleep. Woke up this morning. More grey skies, a few clouds out towards the sea and across the other arm of Sulawesi. We've got 35 odd miles to go today, so not all that far. Should be probably a motor sail. I can feel about 6 or 7 knots of breeze on my back at the moment, but once we get round the other side of this headland, we'll have to wait and see what we've got. We also could be facing another bit of a countercurrent today, so it's a case of wait and see. But fishermen have been out early this morning and had their net across the creek entrance, and now they're slowly gathering it in. They've just noticed that I'm got the camera out, so it's photo. They're all very happy about it.
We go past some of these most beautiful deserted islands. There are so many of them in Indonesia. This one we actually looked at anchoring on the satellite and it looks perfect. But unfortunately the wind and the swell is coming from the wrong direction. It would have been so nice to just anchor there, but not this time round.
How's our net's going over? I'm saying 8. Is that 8? This looks like another nice calm anchorage for the evening. We've got good protection from most directions. There's nothing forecast anyway. But we've currently got, I don't know, about 8 knots coming from the southeast probably. The 4 different weather models have shown 4 different ideas for the whole day and none of them have been anywhere near it. In actual fact, sailing today was sails in, sails out, sails in, sails out, because I think every single point of sail happened at some time, including of course no wind and having to motor. So yeah, an interesting day that we got here, and I think we can look forward to a nice peaceful night's sleep, as long as those squalls stay away.
So what sails today?
Well, I'll have a look at the wind. Okay, 4 weather models, these are the forecasts. The first says 5 knots of east. The second says 3 knots of south. The third is 3 knots of southeast. And the fourth is 6 knots of east.
And we're going northwest.
So they're we're going west-northwest. So
West-northwest.
they're basically all up the bum. Probably not enough strength to do anything. But that's what we actually get, because you never know. It's like a box of chocolates.
Like a box of chocolates. I like a box of chocolates at the moment, let me tell you. Okay, so engine on.
Our plan was to break up the passage across to the Togean Islands with a stop about halfway at the island of Pulau Puah. All we had to do was find somewhere safe to anchor. That's where the SAS Planet satellite imagery program comes in. Having a close look around the shoreline of the island, we picked a likely looking lagoon showing plenty of potential. Using the dividers tool, we could see it was just under 150 metres long and around 115 metres wide, so that would be easily big enough for our two boats. The first unknown was the depth inside the lagoon, but from our previous experiences we could expect it to be under 30 metres and thereby anchorable where stern lines run ashore. The second unknown was the entrance. From the images it looked like there was a darker, therefore deeper patch near the centre of the fringing reef. Once again, using the divider tool, we judged that to be just over 10 metres wide. Everything looked very promising, but you can never be sure until you actually get there. So now, idling just offshore, it was time to drop the tender and do some quick surveying using our handheld depth gauge. While Karen on our Dreamtime and Emma and Daniel on Lola B waited safely out in the deep water for my findings over the radio.
Been overlooking for a passage in. The lagoon over there has got 11 to 13 metres on sand. So if we can reverse the boats in, and that's easy for Lola B, but a little bit more challenging for our Dreamtime. But if Rob can find a passage in, even if I can get in there and turn her around, it would be very handy.
After a thorough snoop around, it was nice to report that there was a way in and the lagoon was anchorable. With the dinghy secured, it was time to head in.
So this is why you do not come to Indonesia and expect to just anchor. You need to get in early. It's taken us over an hour to actually find a pathway in so that we can anchor here. So yeah, here we go into this. I've just got to follow Rob's line here. And we will be creeping in.
Okay, go into the centre of the bay so we can line up here. So what we have is reef that comes out from both sides and it stretches across the middle, but thanks to having a handheld depth gauge I've been able to go through and do some soundings. The depth gauge is in feet, so I've got to convert that to my metric brain these days, but basically the shallowest water I saw was 11 foot, which is what, 3.5 metres or so.
You got to do this right. There is no coming back from this sort of shit. I'm coming up to your track line now.
Roger that. So
Turning to starboard now.
turn to starboard. I took the iPad with Navionics with me in the dinghy and I did 3 passes back and forwards across the entry, and the idea is had the track going so we can follow the track. Okay, there's two trees in a gap straight ahead of me.
2 trees in a gap.
You can see the trucks.
Yes.
And for those. All good, all good.
This is 11 metres, 10 metres, 9.
You're just coming to the coral now.
8, 7, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3.
We are in. The bow is in.
Yep, we're in. We're in. We're in.
The rest we saw was 3, just to be...
No, 3.5.
Okay.
Where do you want me to go?
Righto. We are going to anchor slightly to port.
Yeah.
In fact, we circled back and forth around the lagoon for quite a while, checking depths and bottom contours before settling on our spot and dropping anchor. And yes, Navionics is that far out that it showed us as being anchored high and dry on the island.
Well, we have our anchor set. I just need to get a stern line on. We never saw less than 3 metres coming in.
Copy that. Thanks for being there. Navionics first.
Using dinghy power, we pulled our Dreamtime stern around towards the jungle.
And she's turning round beautifully. It's what we needed to see for her to behave herself. Look at this water, it's beautiful.
With the shoreline secure, we were set. Then it was time to guide Lola B in through the narrow entrance. Their shoreline was soon run and done, and finally we had time to take in our pristine tropical island location.
Our final Australian bacon meal. Crispy bacon. What day is it? It's Friday, it's not even a Sunday. But bacon and eggs. Yum, yum. The last of it. Hope you enjoy it, Rob.
Not a bad location.
It's a perfect location.
After scoffing that outstanding breakfast down, we lowered the dinghy to do some exploring.
Whoa, look at those plates.
Really some of the best coral that we've seen in Indonesia, isn't it?
Beautiful.
It's so clear. We just love cruising along these coastlines in the dinghy exploring. But one of the special things is to turn the engine off and just float along listening to the rainforest. It's beautiful.
We hope you enjoyed riding along on our day hops around Central Sulawesi and seeing how we find safe anchorages like this beautiful spot. Join us next time as we finally reach the outstanding Togean Islands. Click the button to become one of our free subscribers so you don't miss it. In the meantime, remember, life is for living, so make the most of every single day.
I knew